Do you wish you had more time? Do you wish you had more time to spend with your friends and family? Do you wish you had more time to spend working on the business rather than in it? Do you wish you had more time to do the things that you love? Time is one of the biggest challenges I hear my clients talking about. They feel like they never have enough time, never have enough time to spend with the family, always the husbands, the wives, the children, always complaining because the business owner is always working. And this is something that, there was this big thing a while ago where, if you've heard of Molly May, she turned around and says everybody has the same 24 hours, which actually I agree with her. Everybody does have the same 24 hours, and it's what you do with those 24 hours that counts. And the one thing that I would say that I see with my clients is not that they're not working hard, because they are grafting. But the key is that I would say is, are they working on the things that they should be working on? Number one. And the second thing is are they working as efficiently as they could be? And are they working on the things that actually make them money, right? And I would say they're the three key things that can really make a difference to your business. Now, I know as a business owner, if it's just you on your own, you're literally responsible for everything. So to be able to delegate is not necessarily something that is that straightforward. However, the one piece of advice I would say is, if you can delegate, then do delegate. Ultimately, as a business owner, we take huge pride in what we are doing. And I know, even when I had the law firm, there were times when I really struggled to delegate because nobody could do it like I could. Well, in reality, you have to learn to trust. And second of all, you need to learn to actually train and teach. And you may think, well, I don't have time to do that. Well, you've got to make the time to get the time back, because if you train your staff to do it in the way that you want it done, or even sometimes, and I've known this before, where actually staff members come up with an even better way for the thing to be done, right? So the one thing I would say is, if you've got staff are absolutely crucial in terms of being able to run a business efficiently, but they've got to be the right staff. And that then even boils down to the recruitment process, to make sure that you have got the right team helping you, right? But it's also about systems and processes. It is about the fact that you automate as much as you possibly can. Now, you don't take away the personal service, but if there are things that could be done and they're automatically done that you don't need to do, and a simple thing for that could be in terms of chasing money. If you have invoice reminders that are set up within your account software, yes, you'll get to a point where you're going to have to humanize it. But ultimately, if you at least have got the reminders, you're at least still doing some chasing that is automated. But it's also, even in terms of your sales processes, there are ways in which people can book appointments. Now, you need to obviously qualify the people who are booking appointments, but there are easy processes in which you can put into place that you can do that. Now, I see with trades on a constant basis that they are too busy to answer the phone, which means that they ignore the phone and then they miss out. They miss out on business, they miss out on referrals, they miss out on potential deals with suppliers because they're not picking up their phone, right? Now, you don't know what opportunities that phone call could provide. And sometimes it is a case of somebody chasing you up on something. But if your systems and processes are in place, You won't have the phone calls where people are chasing you, because actually they'll know what's going on because it will be automated. For example, there are simple ways in which, when a job is booked in, that customers are notified in terms of what's going on. One of the key parts in running a business is communication. I know when I was running the law firm, one of the biggest issues that I heard when people were talking about other law firms that they had used, and even now, where if I'm talking to people about some of the challenges that they're finding with their solicitors, is that solicitors are renowned for, again, not answering the phone. They literally ignore. And I do get it, because I had it with some of my clients that, they would ring and ring and ring and nothing had changed and you had nothing new to tell them. But there are ways in which you can still at least keep them updated, even if it's an automated email that goes out once a week, just to say, nothing's changed. We'll update you as soon as we hear something more, right? But communication is one of the fundamentals in relation to business. So if you have the communication there, and it doesn't need to even be communication that is necessarily a phone call, they just want something to say, something is happening, right? Now, systems and processes to enable these sorts of things is what makes that business run more efficiently. And for you to have more time to do the things that you love, to do to spend the time with your family, to be working on the business rather than in the business, you need to have the systems and processes in place. You need to learn to be able to delegate to members of staff. Or if you don't have staff, are there ways in which you can outsource some of the things that you do? For example, even a telephone answering service, so you're not the one that's bombarded with the calls. Try and automate it so that if people want to book an appointment, they can do it through an online system. There, again, it's a system, right? There are so many ways in which you can improve your efficiency of your business, so it then gives you more time. Now, there are certain parts of a job. I know, for example, with trades, one of the biggest parts of it is the fact that it's got to be you that goes out and does the actual quoting. And sometimes the quoting, when you're actually putting it together, can take quite a bit of time. But again, if you're doing similar type of work, then what you can do is, for example, in Xero, if you're just even not on a full-on CRM yet, right? And you're just using Xero to generate your quotes, you can template it. So again, that you literally enter a particular code and it pulls through a particular wording. Yes, you need to make sure that the costings on the materials, they haven't changed, because ultimately, at the moment, prices are constantly fluctuating. So you always need to be checking your prices. But if you're doing a similar type of job and you just literally have set it up that you put a code in and it pulls through the relevant bit that you need, again, it starts to then save you time. And these are the sorts of things that can be easily implemented into your business so that you are running more efficiently. But systems and processes are the foundation of the business. It doesn't matter what industry you are in. It doesn't matter whether you are highly regulated. And I know that I can remember having conversations with business coaches when I had the law firm, and we were very restricted as to what we could do, for example, in relation to marketing, etc. Right? So yes, there are some restrictions, but it doesn't mean that you can't systemize and you can't put these processes in place to make sure that your business is running as efficiently as possible. Because I tell you now, if your business is running efficiently, you will also, by the very nature of it, be more profitable, and you will then also get your time back. A main reason why you do not have enough time in your business is because your business is not running as efficiently as it can be. And that may be a really harsh thing to hear. And the amount of times I have people and they're not even open to coaching because they think, well, you can't do anything. I've been doing this for the same thing for 10 years, 20 years, whatever. I was like, well, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily working at the best it possibly can be. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily generating you as much profit as it could be doesn't necessarily mean that you have the time that you want to be doing the things that you love. Now, there are some businesses that actually, I was speaking to somebody relatively recently where, they were a financial advisor, and actually as a financial advisor, they had the perfect lifestyle. They had the financial situation. Great. If that works for them. But a lot of the businesses that I am talking to are always saying to me, I don't have enough time. My friends, my family, my children are saying, we want to spend more time with you, right? Now, if you are interested in getting your time back, there are a number of ways in which I can help you. The first one is in relation to one-to-one coaching. And that's where I do, first of all, do a business review with you. And I look at your business in detail and I see what is working, what is not working. And we put a customized plan in place as to how to improve those efficiencies and those systems and processes. And then if you want me to, I can help you with the implementation of that plan, right? That's the one-to-one coaching. But the one thing that I am really, really excited about, that I am in the processes of doing a relaunch, and that is the Business Fixer online program. And this is where you do have to take responsibility. It isn't a done for you scenario, but you do have me supporting you along the way, right? And the way that this online program works is that in the first instance, we have a discovery call. We find out whether the program is something that is suitable for you. If it is, and it's something you want to proceed with, we then proceed to our onboarding. And what I do is I have a call with you, usually on Zoom, where we work out where are the specific areas that you need to work on. And I will then tell you the modules within the online program that you need to focus on. And what we do is each month, it's a three-month program. You can extend it past it. And the intention is you're not likely to do everything that's in that online program within a 3-month period. But if that's all you want to do, that's, you're more than welcome to do that. But each month I then do a review with you, see how far you've got with things. And then what I do is I then tell you, based on where you're at, the next few modules that you need to be covering. So it is still bespoke because different businesses will have different issues. But what you also get is you get once a week a Q&A opportunity. It is within a group environment, but you also have where once a week I'll be doing a Zoom session where I'll be doing a deeper dive on a particular topic. There'll be an element of Q&A within it, but basically you have those 2 Zoom sessions. But also what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a business community, because we are often all in the same boat. It doesn't matter what industry we're in. We are often all having the same challenges. So there will be a Facebook group, but there's also a WhatsApp group. Now, there might be times where I'll put some feedback out there, but ultimately it's more about you collaborating with each other as members of the Business Fixer online program. So if either of the things, whether you're interested in one-to-one coaching with me or you're interested in the online program, then please make sure that you put in the comments review or online. And we can then have a chat and see what might be the best option for you. Now, I have a very limited amount of one-to-one coaching spaces. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure that you get booked in for your discovery call as soon as possible. But I hope that today's session has been of interest to you and that you've got a few hints and tips. But just remember, for you to be able to have more time, your business needs to be running as efficiently as possible. And if you don't have enough time, it is usually because there are systems and processes that are failing within your business. And I appreciate that's not necessarily what you want to hear, but I can guarantee that that is if not the problem that you've got. But it can all be resolved. So thank you guys for listening. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will no doubt see you all very soon.